Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi to all my beloved friend and also my lecturer, Madam Zurin. So, today I will present the topic that I have selected, which is, as you can see, the recruitment bias. So, first of all, before we start, we go to the definition first. So, the recruitment bias refers to unconscious assumptions and structural inequities that influence hiring decision, giving certain candidates unfair benefits or disadvantages based on factors such as gender, color, age, or educational background. The recruitment bias also can manifest at any point of the hiring process, from resume screening to interviews, resulting in a lack of diversity and perhaps overlooking qualified candidates. And to addressing recruitment prejudice is critical to establishing fair recruiting procedures and creating an inclusive workplace. There were many types of recruitment bias that we know, but in this slide, as you can see, I will choose only three, the main bias that mainly happen in the recruitment process. So, the first is gender bias, and second one is affinity bias, and the third one is the racial bias. So, firstly, we go to the gender bias. So, the gender we know, of course, men and women. So, the meaning is, in this slide, as you can see, gender discrimination, particularly in employment, is when a candidate or employee is treated differently or less favorably than someone from the opposite sex, whether they are applying for a job or an existing employee wishing to advance. So, generally, gender discriminations occurs when employers or colleges make assumptions about the capabilities of workers or applicants based purely on their gender identity or sexual orientation. So in the blue column, is the example that I have found. The first one is employer not hiring a specific gender due to stereotype and unconscious bias. And the second one is not hiring a female applicant because they believe men are stronger leaders, more analytical, and more confident. So, is the in the gender bias we see that always women face this discrimination. And for the second one is the racial bias. So, the meaning of the racial bias is recruitment refers to the unfair treatment of candidates based on their race or ethnicity during the hiring process. So, this can manifest in various ways, affecting how candidates are evaluated, perceived, and ultimately selected for position. So, there were some example in this slide. There were three example. The first one is the resume screening. So the recruiters may unconsciously favor resume from candidates with names that sound familiar or are associated with their own racial or ethnic group. And the second one, during interview process, for example, candidates from specific racial groups may face greater attention or different requirement than others, such as maybe in the Malaysia, maybe the Chinese more likely to choose their own race in the company because it's easier to them for communicate. And the third one is promotion. Even after being hired, people from discriminated racial groups may face obstacle to development. Frequently, due to biases that underestimate their contributions or ability. For the last type of the bias, which is the affinity bias. So, this affinity bias is an unconscious tendency of human beings to favor or feel more comfortable around people with similar interests, beliefs, and backgrounds. And this affinity bias also called as similarity bias. So affinity bias and similarity bias is the same thing. And next, we go to the example. The first one is similar education background. Some hiring managers may hold schools they attend in high regard, and when a candidate comes from the same institution, they automatically assume this to be a valid reason to hire them. So, if the interviewer see the candidate resume and saw that the school they attend is the same as the interviewer, so they will automatically choose the candidate. And the second one is compare work background. Evidence that a candidate was previously working in the same company as the interviewer may make them consider a certain candidate over others without the same work history. So the interviewer may choose the candidate that has worked on the same previous company with the interviewers. And the last one for the affinity bias is matching professional qualification. The hiring executive may like candidates with qualification they view as important or match their own, and this may give them reason to assume that such a candidate can undoubtedly perform their task efficiently even without investigating further. Next, we go to the consequences or the negative effect of recruitment bias. As you can see in this slide, there were four consequences of the recruitment bias, and the first one is potential loss of talent. It means that when organization miss out and diverse candidate, they may lose innovative thinkers who can offer fresh ideas and creative solution. This lack of diversity in thought can hinder an organization's ability to adopt and grow. So, the company may lose the fresh idea from the candidate they have doesn't choose, because maybe for the company the candidate do not require what they have, but the candidate must be in the company to make a fresh idea. And the second one is the poor job fit, which means employees who realize they are not a good fit may be dissatisfied or unhappy in their job. This lack of satisfaction can lead to disengagement, which affect motivation and productivity. And the third one is higher turnover rates, which mean new hires who join an organization expecting an inclusive environment may feel disappointed when they encounter bias or a lack of support. If their experience do not align with their expectation, they are more likely to leave the company. And the last one is negative brand image. So, the current employees who are dissatisfied with biased hiring process may criticize the organization both online and offline. This may create a negative brand image and turn off potential applicant and customer. And this also may make the company image worse. So, we go to the strategies to overcome recruitment bias. So, as we can see, the first one is implementing structured interviews. So, to develop a consistent set of questions that all candidates will answer, this question should be directly related to the job requirement and competencies needed for the position. For the example, if hiring for a project manager role, question might include scenarios related to project planning, team management, and conflict resolution. To ensure that all questions assess competencies that are essential for success in the role, such as technical, skill, teamwork, leadership, and adaptability. So, we also must avoid questions that are irrelevant or that could lead to biased judgment based on personal characteristics. Next, for the second strategies to overcome recruitment bias, which is utilize diverse hiring panels, and to ensure that hiring panels include individuals of different genders, ethnicities, age, and professional background. This diversity can help bring varied perspective to the evaluation process. This consider including members from different departments to provide a well-rounded view of the candidate fit within the organization, and to assign a specific role to each panel members during the interview process. For the example, one person may focus on technical skill while another assess cultural fit or soft skill, and to encourage panel member to provide specific feedback on their evaluation to foster constructive discussion after the interviews. And for the last strategies to overcome recruitment bias, which is make use of technology. So, as we all know, the AI tools can assist in the initial screening of resume by identifying keyword and relevant experience, helping to focus on candidates who meet essential qualifications without bias. To lessen subjective assessment, several platforms employ predictive analytics to evaluate candidate possible fits based on data-driven insight. Also, online skill assessment platform allow candidates to demonstrate their abilities through standardized tests or simulation, providing measurable evidence of their qualifications. By focusing on actual skills rather than resume alone, organizations can make more informed decisions about candidates' capabilities. For the conclusion of my presentation today, the first of all is the recruitment bias pose significant challenge to organization, hindering their ability to attract and retain diverse talent while undermining overall performance and innovation. Bias can manifest in various forms throughout the hiring process, leading to missed opportunities, higher turnover rates, and a negative brand image. However, by recognizing the importance of diversity and inclusivity, organization can take proactive steps to mitigate this bias. And the last one for the conclusion is by embracing diverse perspective and experience, companies can drive innovation, improve employee engagement, and better serve their customers, leading to long-term success and growth. So, this is the some sources that I found in such as article and from the internet, and I use it as a reference for my presentation today.